for your family. Getting the whole family involved, that's what makes a difference. We can't just have the mom or the dad by themselves making changes. The whole family needs to be included. And once you include the whole family, the Hispanic family not only includes mom and dad, sometimes we have grandparents living with us, so it includes the whole family.
Well, I decided to come today because my mom's a diabetic, and I want her to know, what she needs to do, take for her diabetic, because she's like a stubborn grandma. She don't want to deal with a doctor or nothing like that.
La Feria de Salud it's an attempt from the ADA and the volunteers to gather the Hispanic community mainly, or any other person that feels that they may be at risk for diabetes or does have diabetes, and friends and family, to come out and become more informed about the disease state. What can they do to address the disease state? And also we have several providers here from the local area, hospitals and clinics, who are being so gracious to provide us with screenings for cholesterol, blood pressure, eye screenings, and so forth. The kind of screenings that gives us some of the markers or show us people at risk for diabetes.
Tu vida de por vida.
Hispanic Latinos are high-risk group. For Houston, we have over 500,000 that are high risk. So we need to make them more aware that they're high risk for it. So this just brings more awareness to them. And it's a really simple exam to do. And what we're doing, we're checking for fine sensation to see if they can feel it, because over the long term, it's a chronic complication where a high glucose affects the nerves, and in the feet they can't feel it. I think it is important for educators like myself to give up time to tell the community, come out and get checked, and bring your family members out here, bring your friends, get checked.
We're seeing a lot of problems with kids now because they're not as active as they were before. They're doing a lot of sedentary things, video games, watching a lot of TV. So these are the main problems that we're seeing now. Less activity, and their intake has increased.
You campaign to dance, not only just for fun, but to dance for your health. And we believe by dancing that you can reduce your risk of diabetes, and if you have diabetes, help control it so that you can live a higher quality of life and longer life.
Dale vida a tu corazón, dale vida, dale tus sueños, con el aire de tu sonrisa, dale la brisa, dale tu empeño.
Dale vida a tu caminar, que ese ritmo nunca se acabe.
Ya verás que así poco a poco la vida vale, la vida vale.
Paso a paso
lograremos avanzar y llegar.
Paso a paso todo puede mejorar. Paso a paso
nuestros sueños los podemos alcanzar.
Paso a paso solo es cuestión de empezar. Mira que paso a paso se puede.
Traditional foods, modifying what we eat traditionally in the Hispanic diet can be done. Foods that are typically fried don't have to be fried. We can bake them, we can grill them. So these changes are a big difference. Also in the Hispanic culture, in our diet, we do have a lot of starches. Our main staples are starches: tortillas, rice, beans. So learning how to include these foods, but also starting to include foods that are not as starchy. They don't have to let go of their tortillas or not eat their tortillas, but just decrease their intake.
Unas sugestiones para que ustedes compran más saludables puede ser tener una lista preparada antes de ir a compra, y también pueden escoger comidas que no dicen mucho sodio o grasa, bien importante, y tener que leer los ingredientes, porque en las etiquetas los ingredientes están anotados de más a menos. Trata de escoger comidas que tienen la grasa, sal y azúcar en el final de la lista.
celebrando la salud y estamos con la American Diabetes Association, donde estamos educando a los latinos cómo comer sus comidas, cómo bailar y moverse para prevenir el diabetes y para ayudar a toda su familia.
Lo que sí quieren, si son fats, coman fats que son naturales. Un aguacate tiene grasa que son esenciales porque nuestros cuerpos necesitan proteína, grasa, carbohidratos, sal y agua, ¿ok? Es esencial para la vida, es como un carro. Necesitas aceite y agua y gasolina, ¿verdad? No puedes decir que una sí, otra no, ¿ok? Lo que me gusta hacer es agarrar aceite de oliva en basil en el blender, es todo. Pero lo que voy a hacer, como no tenemos un blender, es le voy a poner como mi salsa chile. Pueden usar Tabasco porque tiene vinegar. Como les digo, pueden ponerle basil, olive oil, and some Tabasco or a chili that has a little bit of vinegar, ¿ok? Y entonces le vamos a poner pepinos. Y luego lo vamos arriba le vamos a poner pinoles. Y luego para un sabor latino le podemos poner los banana chips. Las mejores son las secas, no las fritas, pero todavía tienen el mismo sabor para ponerle los plátanos que nos gustan tanto a los latinos, ¿verdad? ¿Qué les parece la ensalada de frijoles? Can you tell it's low fat? Can you tell you're missing anything? Are you missing anything? No, está bueno para parties, está bueno para los niños, toda la familia les gusta. Si quieren pueden poner una pechuga de pollo arriba de esa ensalada. ¿Y en qué tanto tiempo me tomó?
This lady told me that I had to eat 3 times a day because they want me to keep healthy, and I just eat 1 time a day. Now I think I'm gonna make some changes.
Vienen más que nada por el interés de tomar información para la salud familiar y para todos. Pues es primordial. El valor de la salud en mi familia es lo principal y es lo más importante. Mi mamá sufrió mucho tiempo de diabetes y ya lo viví y ahora tengo un hermano diabético. También mis suegros se controlan de la diabetes y ya es un problema que me ha rodeado bastante. De antemano, gracias a todos aquellos que nos dan esta información que nos llevan.
I believe that it's important for us to be here, volunteering at time, to make sure that we can provide more access to that population that generally wouldn't have this kind of information available to them.
It is important for us to be out here. There's a lack of knowledge about diabetes in the community. There's a lot of fear about diabetes, about needles, about insulin. And we're trying to really be out there as educators and providers so we can really get those myths out of the way and get people the help they need early so they can be in a better position and they can live longer lives.
Changes can be hard, but little by little those changes can be accomplished and diabetes can be decreased.